Hey guys, here Clash with another Lineage 2 Revolution video. I'm going to talk to you about this new winter kind of Christmas holiday update, and going to run through some of this event stuff and how to take advantage of everything, and hopefully explain a few things that may be confusing. So the first thing here, the IML school. This is a fantastic event if you haven't already UR'd all your red gear. If you are, you're probably kind of ticked that you invested in it and then they kind of give it away for free. But that's another story. Let's jump into this Santa Stone. We'll just cover this now while we're here. You get these summon stones from doing the Angelic Marsha. You share them with your clan and your party, and you can see there's these little snowmen dude all around. And you want to get as many of these. Try to share these with your clanmates and your party and your friends. Clear all the snowmen first. You see you get tons of snowflakes, limit break energy, soul shots, attribute energy, all kinds of cool things. So make sure you clear all these. It goes pretty quick. If you have a pretty strong clan, you can just clear the boss at the end as well. If not, then just request public once you've cleaned up the snowmen. If you're really benevolent and super liking to share with the whole server, you can let them in on the snowman. But personally, I think it's best to clear these with your clanmates. If you can, if you're dropping these, keep requesting to your clan until all the snowmen are, give them as many chances to get in as possible. These snowflakes will be able to use in the trade exchange shop, and this is by far the best way to get the snowflakes. You can get them doing open siege and picking herbs and doing honorable battlefield and a few other things, but really you rack up like hundreds of them doing these snowmen. And make sure you get around the edges to clear all the snowmen. They kind of sneak around in the back, so you want to make sure you search everything. Don't leave any. And if you want, you can leave some of them for uncompressed soul shots in case you tend to burn them. So I'm just taking a peek here to make sure there's no more snowmen. You hammer away on the boss here. We'll probably edit some of this out. It takes a little while to wear him down. You can use the snowflakes as buffs. If you do a lot of these summons, you're going to end up with a ton of them. So you can, they're like a 5-minute buff, and they help beat Santa Marlox and the Angelic Marsha faster. So much like other buffs, they're trade-in currency in the shop as well. So while we're whacking away here on the Santa Marlox, let's look at the exchange shop for the snowflakes. Basically, you're going to want to get 11 of these Rudolph stones to get the Rudolph mount. He's pretty cool. It's a nice mount. Not super high CP, but hey, having as many mounts is a great way to build CP. So make sure you get 1,100 snowflakes for that. And then the 1,000 for the Santa outfit or the holiday costume. That adds a couple thousand CP when you wear it as well. And then basically there's a bunch of blessed trade-ins, right? You can trade in blesseds. Maybe you've already finished your armors or your weapons and you want to trade them in and get selection boxes. So basically, if you have a bunch of unused, unnecessary blesseds, you can trade them in for exchange boxes. Same with radiant stones. So not super valuable there. And then you can cash in a bunch of relics, which I'll probably do. Make sure I get those. And then if you have the new relic auto appraiser for the next 7 days, you can hopefully hammer through all those relics you purchased and not have to do them all manually. You have 4 days left. It's the daily item benefits. You get to choose between these 2 relics. One is an enhancement relic, which has either blessed scrolls, regular enhancement scrolls, Mayfers, or Mayfer fragments. And they also have one that either has soul crystals or soul crystal soul crystal varnishes. I kind of steering towards the soul crystal varnish one so far. The also gives you an auto rift or auto relic opening feature, which you tap there. Click on this, and you can see you can set them up to work on different relics at different times, and then as they praise, you can just go in here and collect OK. You can collect them all in batches and just continue to cycle, and then you just have to collect them every so often, and then they show up in your inbox and you collect all the stuff there. So works pretty slick. I don't know if it's worth $10 a month, but it's great to, if you have a bunch of them stacked up, to work through those in the next 7 days, and usually hopefully go through all these event relics that you're grabbing. Checking back in on Marlox. Looks like the public has arrived. It should go down really quick now. You can see all the non-clan people pouring in. I think you have to kill these holiday totems, so he stops going down. And then once you get those down, you can see it all starts dropping again. And then it automatically sends you out. You don't always see what you get for loot the way you have that set up. Right now, the first 3 Santas you do each day provide you with a Christmas present box. And I'll show you what those look like. You do want to jump out of parties when you're done so that you can see the next summons, whether they're in your clan or the public. So here are these, I saved 3 of the Santa or the December boxes from today. They typically hold titles. There I got a title, and also armor and weapon scraps. So I'm actually working on my last UR blue, so it's kind of handy to be getting all these scraps. Let's see if we can use that. Looks like I've already used that one, so I can probably salvage it for snowflakes. Oh, I can salvage it for unconfirmed scraps, so that's kind of cool. So there's one more title for me to get yet. I'm sure I'll get that. And so like I said, then let's look at the event shop quick, hopefully before another summon pops up in the clan for the magic. Basically here, they ask you to basically enhance, limit break, and they give you all the materials you need, but you end up with little extra materials. But I think the one thing you need to do is don't just use all the materials every single day, because you're going to need them, because you're going to constantly have to keep attribute enhancing, limit breaking to get all these things done. So make sure you're keeping some of the stuff and only do them as you need them, so you don't get caught out at the end needing a bunch of stuff. But basically, a couple things you need to do. You do need, it might be tricky if you're starting a new tune over or an orc and you don't have all your red gear, you haven't done all the combines needed, because at one point you do need like 4 or 5 grade SR or higher magical monster equipment. So beware of that. And basically you need to get 1 gear to UR to finish the event. But they do give you most of the recipes you need for armors and weapons. You may need to create a couple weapons and a couple armors. But you may need to save up some scraps or some of the rare materials or the radiant stones to combine with them to get that UR. So just start saving those materials now so you can be ready to finish this event at the end. So good luck with that, but otherwise it's an awesome event that they let you get all that stuff. So you also, it's been dropping a lot of these loot boxes, which I'll show you here. And basically these are full of accessories, like S through SR accessories and accessory varnishes. You get tons of them. I think I've heard there might be a patch, and by the time this video might come out, they might be doing this, but we're getting a ton of them right now. Almost every one of these is dropping at least one of these boxes. I'm not opening them because I don't want my 88 pieces of extra jewelry in my inventory. But I'm guessing this probably means UR accessories or second set of accessories are coming pretty soon. So I'm just saving these up, and then I'll open them as I need them so that my inventory isn't bogged down with all this stuff that I can use later. Since I can't salvage them yet, I'm just going to keep them in these boxes in inventory so they all stay in one inventory spot. So there's a tip for you. Make sure you get your 3 chests every day, and then we'll try to log in and catch the Angelic Marsha boss in just a few minutes. So if your clan's not doing a lot of summons, you can watch for public. Typically shortly after Marsha, you'll see a lot of them, but all these event Santa Marloxes, you can just hit those and join them when they're active. These ones are obviously done already, but just watch for those there. And then if you have your own stones, which you want to see what those look like, so I think I have 4 of them. So also, if you go to Angelic Marsha, I'm not sure if you got it or not, this is what the summon stones look like. These little Santa hat stones here. Kind of cute. These are kind of limited time only for this event. And then if you have them in your inventory and you're not sure how to use them, I'll show you in just a second. If you're not sure how to summon the bosses, you go into the monster dungeon just like you would any others. Go to boss, and you can see they've added a new tab here. And you can summon 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you want. And that's how you'd summon them by yourself as a party, and then invite your clan or request public as you would normally to fill the party and take down the boss. And I guess to show you what the Santa Claus reindeer looks like. I'm wearing the costume, but I'm actually not showing it right now. There you go. That's what the human Santa Claus looks like. You can see him riding around on Rudolph. And that's what he's looking like. That's what the holiday stuff. Both of these gives nice CP. So there you go. We'll jump into another public summon as Santa Claus. And here we go. It's good to just keep running these over and over again, even though you have way more snowflakes than you need. You get all those loot boxes and keep collecting that loot. So I also want to show you how these relic varnishes work. So you can see I've got quite a few A's and a few S's. Basically, this can be used to upgrade soul crystals. So maybe rarer soul crystals like resilient or penetration or things like that where you may not have enough. So let's go into, like, we were going to upgrade these resilient soul crystals. So it always wants to use your the soul crystals you have first, and you can see. But if we move up here on the slider, once we use up all of our black A soul crystals, it'll start now trying to use the varnishes. So it's always going to use your soul crystals first, and then it'll roll over into varnishes. If we try to upgrade the S's, you can see we actually need 6 of those varnishes. Yeah, you need to kind of have to work in whole amounts. You can't combine regular crystals and varnishes to upgrade one. So that's how they work, and that's why I'm collecting those radiants. I just figured they'll pay off in upgrading hard to get soul crystals in the long run. So to get to the event Marsha, click on this little skull head. It'll bring you to Magneton, or you can run there manually in Magneton. Event boss, go now. Get there early because there's channels get crowded. It brings you to this little sled. What you want to do is actually enter the sled, and you will go sliding into the event boss. And you can wait here for it to start. So we will come back here right as it's about to start. It's pretty hard to get more than one channel. Maybe if you're lucky you can get 2, but just concentrate on the one channel to start. Here we are counting down 10 seconds till Angelic Marsha appears. All ready to go. Popping some snowflakes. Quite a bit of lag. It's down already. You can see there's snowflakes here. We can try to jump to 6. Maybe we can get another hit on this spot. If it's up, nope. It's all down. So we're just going to try to hit as many snowmen as we can. It's really tricky to get more than one. So, but we tried. And that's how you get the cores to pop the snowmen. And there we go. Get back out by summoning out. So, hope you enjoy this event. There's a lot going on. Make sure you tune in for more videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Hellclash. Subscribe. Make sure to click the notification button, and